believe that Ryan espouses some of the same beliefs that many of you in this room have. Now, those of you that know Doc and I, no, we don't get on the political bandwagon. It doesn't matter to us whether you're Republican, Independent, Democrat. We've had independents speak, we've had Democrats speak, we've had Republicans speak. As long as you come with a message that's centrist at heart, that speaks to the problems in this country and how we can solve problems. Because we all know there's a ton of people that give you a lot of lip service. Am I right about that? There's a ton of folks in this world, politicians, that give you a lot of lip service. They can talk a good game. Talking the talk is fine, but I'd rather vote for somebody that serves my interests who can walk the walk. And I believe that a guy like Ryan Rauner, who represents the Virginia NextGenGOP, is someone who is, in his own way, fighting his own fight, one battle at a time, is someone that represents the mindset of a lot of folks in this room and a lot of folks in this town. D.C., Maryland, or Virginia. Just so happens that he represents the great state of Virginia. And so I want to bring Ryan on up here. Give him a fine round of applause. Now, before we turn the mic over to Ryan, I got to tell you this. I kicked his ass yesterday on the golf course. Hey. He took one of the and I beat him because he's from Villanova and I'm from Marquette. And we have a rivalry. So if nothing else, I took great pleasure in beating someone of that school. No, that's really not what happened. He really kicked my ass yesterday. That's really what happened. But we had a fantastic time playing golf at 1757. And during the course of golf, as turns out, many occasions, we talked about a lot of the world's ills and talked about how we solve in our own way, in our golf cart, how we solve some of those ills that plague the country. And we didn't get a damn thing done yesterday. We got drunk. But you know what? After having talked to Ryan yesterday, it made me feel good. It made me feel better about being a citizen of the country. And in the final analysis, isn't that what we want? We want good schools for our kids. We want better neighborhoods. We want jobs that pay well. And we want the pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness. Isn't that what we want as Americans? Yeah. And so at the end of the day, I felt better talking to Ryan because, you know what? He wants the same thing I want. He wants the same thing I want. And so we wanted to give Ryan Rauner a platform today. I heard his message at, what was the name of the saloon? Get out of here. We were in Arlington and I listened to his message. Oh, yeah, Mad Rose Tavern. I thought you meant last night. Did I mention he was from Villanova? I heard that message and, you know, it was very compelling. And I said, I have to have Ryan come and speak to the Proview family because the message that he's trying to convey is a message that we all need to listen to. So folks, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to let Ryan talk. This is my guy. I hope he's your guy. Ryan Rauner, the Virginia Next Gen GOP.
Thank you very much. As I think Mike took about half my speech. I guess I haven't spoken for that long. My name is Ryan Rauner. I'm a founding member of a group called NextGenGOP. And the reason that we started this group is because of the look on their faces when you heard GOP. We're tired of saying that we're Republicans, but we're tired of allowing people that don't represent our values to define our party. And so we said, we're not going to take it anymore. We're going to get good people together, and we're going to make a change. Thank my friend Mike Bird for giving me the opportunity to share a little bit with y'all about what we're about. Because I think you'll find it's what we're all about. And first of all, we're about freedom and equality. These are our highest ideals, not as Republicans, as Americans, they're our highest ideals as people. This is what we should be about. And what freedom means is having the freedom to live the life that you want, to live your life the way you want, to believe what you want, without fear of persecution by our government. We can't allow one group who disagrees with another group to give that group less rights because they disagree with them. That's not freedom, and that's not equality. And we're better than that as people. We have freedom, and with that freedom comes responsibility. We can choose how to live our lives. That means we have to live them well. We have to try and be the best people that we can be day in and day out. We have to help people that have less than us. We have to lift people up and stop thinking about what's being taken from us and start looking at the world, what more can we give? Because there are a lot of people that don't have what we have. And that's not a responsibility that you can delegate to the government. We've tried that. We see where it's gotten us. It doesn't work. And I'm not saying being the best people that we can be is easy. I fail day in and day out. It's awful. But at least I look and I say, man, I really screwed up there. I'm going to try and do better tomorrow. That's what we've got to do. We're not doing it because it's easy. It's hard. But it's the right thing to do. And that's why we have to do it. We've got a lot of problems in this country right now. And if you think we're going to solve them the way we're doing it now, you're wrong. We have to work together. How do you live your life? How many people do you interact with on a day-to-day basis? Do you agree with them all? No. You disagree, but you talk. You listen. You compromise. You know that you see the world from your lens. Open your ears. Listen to it from someone else's. They're going to teach you something. And the key is then compromising. We both all want the same thing. We're only going to get it together. One of the issues that we're having is that we're having conversations in isolation. We're not talking about everything. We're saying, let's raise the minimum wage. I'd love to have that conversation. I think it's a conversation we need to have, but it's not the only conversation I want to have. I want to ask, why are we having people in this country that have to make a living on a minimum wage paying job? Why are we failing people, our people? Why aren't we giving them the tools they need to not only survive, but to thrive? These are conversations from different perspectives that need to be had. And we have to be the people that have them. We have a government now that doesn't reflect the way we live our lives. This is a government of the people, for the people, and by the people the last time I checked. So how are we going to solve this? We've got to make a decision today to be better. We have to make a decision today that we're going to work together to create the country that we know is possible and that we all deserve as Americans, as people. Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate it.
One more time, it's Rauner, my buddy.